October 30th, 2018. I wanted to come out here and set up my new tarp. This is I keep using the word cheap in my videos, so I'm trying to rephrase myself. This is a budget or less inexpensive tarp. This run about $20 on eBay. I was looking at the British Basha. Those are going to run about $60 after shipping, so it's about the third of the price. Will tell you for $20, I'm impressed. It holding up tight. It's 3 meters by 3 meters. Very lightweight and very much more compact. Takes up much less space than those Harbor Freight tarps I've been using. The seams are Z-stitched, so actually has some good retention in there. There's one on every corner and one in every middle. So OD green on one side and kind of like a silver on the other. I don't know if that's supposed to be for heat reflection or not. I doubt it for a $20 tarp. Of course, about the only two knots I use when I come out here, a tension knot and quick release knot. So I've got it set up. There is a chance of rain for later. And then I'm going to set the camera up over here and go through the contents of my pack. So obviously in the picture you can see my canteen kit. The canteen's actually down on the ground. My Marbles tactical shovel. If I'm going to build a fire, I want a shovel. I'm in an area where it's always wet, but I like to be on the extreme safe side. So after I put the fire out, I will then cover it with dirt. So if there's going to be a fire, shovel comes with me. I do have one of those small breakdown shovels. This one much more efficient. So wasn't camping out overnight. It didn't hurt me to weigh myself down with it. The tarp itself came with a little stuff sack, and actually what they called paracord, which that is not paracord, and it came with stakes that are actually quite impressive. I feel like heavy aluminum. It's a good solid aluminum. Much better than those aluminum stakes that my Polish Lavu came with. Of course, this is my stuff sack that I'll almost always have with me. And my big shout out to Self-Reliance Outfitters. Fortunate enough to have their walk-in store here in my home state. And this is tent stakes, twine, paracord, all that good stuff. Here in the front of the pack, everything to make a fire is in this front sack here. Got my Esbit stove in the side stack. Actually carry a radio in here in case there's a game on. And then my little friend here houses the first aid kit. So I'm going to talk about my Condor knife. That is the Matt Graham design primitive camp knife. That was the first Condor that I ever purchased. Actually, the first knife I ever purchased that was anywhere near over $50. I think I got that for $65 on Amazon. I have a lucrative deal with Amazon. I earn Amazon gift cards through a program through work. So essentially, after so many months, I have free Amazon money. And as much as I'd like to get a PKS knife or the LT Wright Lagoon bush knife, I can't buy those on Amazon. Now there are some LT Wrights on Amazon that I am looking at, but so far it's been Condor. I got this primitive camp knife, and then I recently got the primitive bush knife, which I wanted the bush knife ever since it came out. It dropped in price. I actually picked that up for $62 on Amazon, but this has been a good knife. It does virtually everything I want it to do. And I did a review on that. There I am messing the camera up. I did a review on this when I first got it. It wasn't a very good review. I was excited to go out and try it in the backyard. As you can see, it's got some wear and tear on it. It does have the good 90-degree spine that I have used, and it's still as sharp as the day it came. I would prefer some jimping right here. If it had some jimping. I'm not one for just having my thumb out here without some jimping, because due to the curvature of that handle, which it's a beautiful handle, very beautiful handle, I can't get, see, that's very uncomfortable to get that grippy with it when I'm trying to make feather sticks. So if I had some jimping back here, that would give me a little bit more control. This is just very uncomfortable for me. And that's the whole point of knives. I do knife reviews because I want to see everybody's different opinion on them, because what works for one person won't work for another. You know, you may have bigger hands than me. I'm a large. I'm not an extra large. So this is extremely uncomfortable for me to try and come in and do feather sticks. I don't have as much control back here. You can see all the space I have. Other than that, it chops great. Throws sparks like crazy. It will do good small tasks like notches and whatnot. I've made some tin steaks and things of that nature. So very reliable tool that I have. Very reliable. Do I want a Bush LT Wright legume? Yes, I do. Am I going to get one? Probably not, unless I can get them to start selling them on Amazon. So I can get feather sticks, just not, I just don't think they're efficient. Maybe you do. The knife is so powerful, and not being able to get up here and control it, I'll get me a good branch going and I'll knock it off. Like the ground on the other side of the log's covered with these, so it will work. Maybe not to my expectations, or at least to what I think the LT Wright legume will do. Another excuse to try and buy it. I guess while I'm out here, I guess I'll get some time in with my old-timer wood carving knife. I haven't got to use this yet, so this will be a perfect project working on those knots for this walking stick.